Frenchie's dead. And instead of sitting with that grief, they gave us asshole joke for 30 seconds straight. That's your first signal about what kind of finale this is going to be. The Boys just wrapped 5 seasons. And the question everyone's asking, did it stick the landing? The honest answer? It did enough, but not nearly as much as it should have. Let's break it down, moment by moment, character by character. The episode opens at Frenchie's funeral, which should have been devastating. This is a character who got a proper emotional send-off in the previous episode. And yet, the show immediately undercuts it with the same recycled joke repeated over and over. Here's the thing. Humor at a funeral works when it acknowledges the grief underneath. This didn't. It ignored it. And that right there is the template for this entire finale. Let's go through who got justice and who got robbed. Ryan. They gave him 30 seconds of setup at the start of the episode. 30. And somehow, that was enough to make his arrival in the final fight feel earned. Barely, but they pulled it off. Sister Sage loses her powers, and she smiles. The smartest person on the planet choosing to be ordinary. That's the most quietly beautiful ending in the entire finale. Ashley was conflicted the whole season, never fully committing, and that's exactly right for her character. She saves the boys. Small, believable, earned. The Deep is the most pathetic character this show has ever produced. Even after being told to his face how worthless he is, he's still chasing Homelander's approval. His death? Eaten by the very octopus whose tank he smashed. That's karma with a capital K. And the Gen V characters, Marie, Jordan, Emma. You invested 16 hours across 2 seasons into these people, and they get a truck to Canada. Emma gets one line. This is indefensible. Now, the moment 5 seasons have been building toward. Butcher, Homelander, the Oval Office. Butcher's wearing all black. He's got his crowbar. The live broadcast is running. The whole world is watching. And the fight? It's good. Genuinely good. Kimiko's blast. Ryan jumping in. The crowbar. Everything lands. But here's the problem. It's 5 minutes long. 5 seasons of build-up. 5 minutes of payoff. That's the single biggest failure of this finale. And honestly, of this entire season. This fight needed to start 2 episodes earlier. Homelander needed time to feel his powerlessness. To sit in it. To understand what it means to be human. Which is the one thing he's never been. Homelander's death is comic book accurate. Crowbar to the skull. Satisfying? Yes. But I wanted more. I wanted Homelander to live as a human being. To experience helplessness. To feel what every person he's ever hurt felt. That would have been the cruelest punishment imaginable for a man who considers himself God. But Butcher's arc was never about mercy. From day one, he wanted Homelander dead. So when he had him on the ground, powerless, of course, he didn't stop. That's honest to the character, even if it denied us something potentially more powerful. Butcher's own death, shot by Huey, is the right call. He tells Huey he's not going to stop, and Huey knows it, so he does what has to be done. Heavy, real, earned. Kimiko makes it to Marseille, the place she and Frenchie always talked about going. She's alone, but she's at peace. MM remarries. Quiet, domestic, good. Ryan chooses MM over Butcher. A little strange since we'd never really seen them bond, but the sentiment lands. Stan Edgar retakes Vought, which means the cycle continues. New soup, new corruption, new nightmare. He said it years ago, you can't break the system. Turns out, he was right. And Huey turns down a government position to run an electronics store while Starlight is pregnant. But they're happy, and sometimes that's enough. Here's the truth about the Boys finale. If you watched it weekly, expecting something massive every episode, you might walk away disappointed. The pieces were there. The moments were there. But everything felt rushed, compressed, like a season that needed 10 episodes got squeezed into 8. But if you binge this show from season 1 to the end, the finale lands better. Because the small moments accumulate, the callbacks hit harder, the deaths mean more. The Boys built a world where heroes are the villains, and the only people fighting for what's right are broken, angry, grieving humans with no powers and no plan. That's the legacy. And this finale, flawed as it is, doesn't erase that. 7 out of 10. Satisfying, but rushed, and just a little short of what it could have been.